Your road is long, but it doesn't have to be lonely. Park yourself for a spell. It's time for another edition of Road Cookin'.
What kind of food choices are you making?
Are you reading nutrition labels?
Or do you just assume that any box is a single serving size?
Are you a healthy weight, or are you carrying around some extra baggage?
Yeah, I might need to lose a few pounds.
Today on Road Cookin', you'll meet a driver who struggled for years to lose a lot of pounds and finally got the help he needed through surgery.
We'll visit Petro's Iron Skillet to see the fresh foods they're adding to the buffet.
And then Don will spice up a simple dish that will send you on a taste trip that's out of this world. It's time to sit back and enjoy.
I'm Don.
And I'm Pam.
And welcome to Road Cookin'. We're here at Petro's Iron Skillet restaurant in Glendale, Kentucky, and we're checking out the menu.
And I'm very excited about your interview with the executive chef from Iron Skillet.
That's right. I'm going to sit down with Stig Hansen. He's going to talk about some of the new menu items they're introducing, and then he's going to take us into the kitchen and prepare one of their more popular dishes.
Now listen, last month we talked a little bit about waist circumference, how it's an important risk factor for disease. This month I wanted to spend a little time on body mass index.
BMI, the ratio between weight and height that really tells whether or not you're healthy.
Yeah, if your BMI is under 25, healthy weight. BMI is between 25 and 30.
Overweight.
And over 30.
Obese.
All right, let me give you an example because I know those are just numbers. Let's say you're 6 feet tall. Under 184 pounds is a healthy weight.
Right.
184 to 220.
You're overweight.
And over 220.
You're going to be obese.
Now, a lot of people are going to argue. They're going to say, give me a break. There's no way.
Well, yeah, that's the whole low body fat argument.
I know a lot of people say I have a really low body fat percentage, but come on, let's be honest. You've got to look at those pounds and really look at your BMI and say, what's my story here? So that's trouble.
But I'm trying, and that's all I can do, just try a little bit at a time. But
You're still in the overweight category, but probably could lose a few pounds. Does that sound about right?
Yep. Yes. I'm not going to live forever, so I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to die. I'm going to enjoy life. Live till I get there.
So indeed you are at a healthy weight. What do you think of that?
That's good. I try to take care of myself. I
What-
want to live to be 100.
You know what? You got a BMI that's almost 40. That's very, very high, big risk. What do you think? You trying to do anything about it?
I should, but it's kind of hard driving all the time.
Mark Cox knows better than anyone just how tough it is to watch the pounds as a driver. Having tried many fad diets, none successful, this 32-year-old 6-footer saw his weight balloon to 520 pounds last year. That's a BMI of 70, morbidly obese with severe health risks.
I'd gotten to a size where I was embarrassed to go in and eat in a restaurant, so the negative on that would make me go to a fast food area and eat, and then just take it in the truck and drive down the road and eat, which was, all fast food, all bad food, and it was a double negative to me because, of my self-esteem. I started noticing a lot of trouble with my back, with my knees, ended up on blood pressure medication.
What kinds of stuff would you eat through the day?
On a normal day, I would eat a couple breakfast sandwiches, sausage biscuit, maybe a milk, snack around in the truck till lunchtime, have a burger and fries for lunch, and probably a normal meal for dinner. But
What kind of snacks did you have?
Chips, sodas. Sodas was the worst. Sodas, chips, candy, boredom food.
How many sodas do you think you had every day?
Probably a 12-pack every day, easily.
So like those 12-ounce cans?
More like 12 of the 16-ounce bottles.
And I would worry that, something would happen to him while he was out on the road and maybe in his truck or something like that where nobody would be able to, know he was in there and be sick or something. And
Mark and Tara grew up in a small town together. They've been married about 10 years and have 2 children, Austin and Haley. Tara realized Mark's weight problem was becoming worse when the doctor started prescribing medications for blood pressure. Mark's mother was worried too.
I could tell in his voice when he would call that, you know, he was just going into a depression. So.
What kinds of things would he say?
Well, stuff like, Mom, you know, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be here when the kids grow up, or, you know, I don't feel good, I can't hardly walk, and just things like that.
As he was gaining all those pounds over the years, did you notice it, and what were you thinking?
I noticed it, but I would try to say things casually that wouldn't hurt his feelings. Like maybe if I thought he was eating a little too much, you know, I would just suggest something else. I didn't want to do anything to hurt his feelings. But yeah, I noticed it. As a mother, you always do.
Mark started investigating gastric bypass surgery last year, but learned that his health insurance would only cover the hospital, not the doctor. That's when his mom stepped in.
The mortgage in my home, because I was afraid he was going to die.
Come here, Ting, go along.
Joan's generosity paid the doctor and probably saved Mark's life. He had the surgery just over 2 months ago and has already lost 100 pounds following a specially designed diet. How do you feel when you look at that scale?
Well, ecstatic. That's one word I could say for it. I usually weigh myself about every other week. It averages on this surgery usually 7 to 10 to 12 pounds a week at the major end. So yeah, looking at the scale over 2 weeks and seeing 12, 15 pounds drop off is great.
You'll hear more about Mark's new life, including his new diet, later in the show. But right now, here's Don with a few words on snacking.
All of us want a snack from time to time, and bottom line is that sometimes you just gotta have a cookie. Now, I'm a chocolate chip freak, and there's no question about it that a chocolate chip cookie can really make your day go well. Problem is, this is not the single serving size. 1 serving of chocolate chip cookies is 3 cookies, 160 calories. There's 5 servings in this box. So if you grab a box of cookies, toss them up on the dashboard, and go through them in an afternoon, well, you do the math. 800 calories.
Sometimes I don't even eat lunch. Sometimes I skip and wait till supper time or dinner, what everybody calls it, and eat something at dinner, you know, and I know it's good for me and everything else, but I try to eat something light, like a bowl of soup and grilled cheese or something like that, because I'm fixing to shut down for the day and everything else. So.
Now, I've heard a lot of drivers skip meals, so when I hear you talking about skipping lunch, you know that doesn't make me very happy.
Yeah, but sometimes these trucking companies want you to keep moving and everything else, so I try to take something, snack on during the day, you know, like different kinds of fruit snacks or something like that there. Every morning when I leave out, I'll buy them from bananas or oranges or something like that, snack on during the day, going down the road and everything else.
Actually, that's a great snack. Good for you. That's a great idea. Now, how about vegetables?
Oh, I eat all kinds of vegetables. I like broccoli and asparagus. I eat them every chance I get. All kinds of greens. I love greens.
So you feel like you get 3 or 4 servings of vegetables in a day?
Yes, I do.
All right, good for you. Well, the big thing for you then is to watch that saturated fat, especially at breakfast and lunch, and to keep going with those fruits and veggies. Can you do that?
Oh, I'm going to try. I got to. Ain't nobody else going to watch what I eat but me, so I got to do something.
Coming up next on Road Cookin', we'll go behind the scenes at Iron Skillet and take a look at one fabulous heart-healthy dish that has become a popular menu regular. Then, more from Mark Cox on the pros and cons of gastric bypass surgery.